Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. Special guest in the building with us today, the game.
It's crack.
The game, you ain't been in a couple years.
Yeah, where the hell you been, man?
You been at
See you
least
in a long time.
3, right? 2, 3?
I've been in California chilling, man.
You staying away from the East Coast?
Nah, you know I love New York, man, but I got a bunch of court cases, so I'll be out there, you know, handling my business.
I was sitting there wondering, I said, who gets sued more than the game?
Nobody.
It seemed like every time you turn around the game, got a new lawsuit.
You're like 5 right now.
Literally, I Googled your name this morning. You had a case from yesterday, like the canceled concert or something like that.
If you fall down, man, and I'm anywhere by you, you can sue. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
You have a fund on the side just for suings? Like, I'm going to get sued, so I got to put this money just here for that.
I'm not giving you nothing ever.
Nothing.
Ever.
But you're always giving away money.
Yeah, that's the regular people. If you sue me, you're never going to get paid, ever.
Or do you spend a lot of money? Do you spend more money fighting the case? Sometimes it's easier just to say, here, man, take this.
I'd rather just give it to my lawyer, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not giving it to the person ever.
Mm-hmm.
When I say ever, I mean never. You're never getting a dime.
Damn.
Do you have one consistent lawyer that handles everything for you, from the assault cases to the
in-house?
Okay.
He's got to be an in-house lawyer.
Yeah, he loves
he good. He a good dude, man.
He like Wiz Khalifa weed, man. He loves the game.
Every time that number pop up on Call ID.
Do you watch yourself on She's Got Game? I was just watching that show.
I mean, I watch it sometimes if I catch it, but I don't be, like waiting for it to come on or nothing like that.
You have a crazy love life, it seems like.
Yeah, ladies love cool game.
You said what? Ladies love cool.
Yeah.
Now, because we saw you in the park doing a little digital display.
Just doing what I do.
That was hot though, because I didn't know guys still do that.
What?
Finger.
Yeah.
I think it's a lost art.
Yeah, that's hot.
I always say that's a lost art that men don't really do anymore.
You know, I'm like old school with it.
I tried to do it this weekend. Or not this weekend.
This weekend?
Before I left to Vegas.
You sound crazy.
Well, before I left for Vegas. That's what I meant. That was Thursday night.
But it's interesting because
Wednesday morning.
Having all these women battling for you, I can't tell what it is that you really like in a woman, because some people I think you might kick off the show, you decide to keep.
Right.
What is it that the game is looking for?
I ain't really looking for nothing. I think that as far as a woman or women go, I think that you gotta be damn near amazing for me to really take you serious. And most women these days that I come across in, hip hop and whatnot, ain't really worth the time. And I mean, all the real women are pretty much in the workplace, but I mean, you can't just walk in a building and be like, yeah, it's you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to wait till you meet somebody by chance or something like that. And, that gets old. So you end up fingering in the park. You know what I'm saying?
Now, listen, when you fingered her, right, and you put your finger to her nose, was you trying to get her to smell something? Like, what was it?
I don't really remember what went behind the action, but, what you saw, that's what it was.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Goodness gracious. Now, what happened on the show? A lady on the show, a girl on the show said she was sexually assaulted.
The most thirstiest chick on the show comes out. Number one, game I don't ask twice, beg. I don't need to search for no vagina or nothing like that. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We got on the show and she was the thirstiest one from the beginning. So she ended up getting mad that I ain't smash. I ain't give her really no time. And
right.
she I think she had that concocted like from the beginning or something, but that's bogus, man. So she gonna lose that. She definitely ain't getting no money ever. And all the rest of the chicks and everybody that was on the show, the cast, I mean, the crew and all that, they know what's up. And I let VH1 handle that lawsuit.
She said that was going on while you guys were filming. So
she finished shooting though. Mm-hmm. She didn't bring up none of that while we were shooting. She finished her part on the show, and then later on when the show airs, of course,
But she's there to show you love. Like, she's there because she ain't the show about trying to get
She was thirsty from the beginning, and she wanted me so bad. I wasn't even feeling it though from the beginning. So she caught a little shade, but the number one, like, she had a closure piece, this weave thing, like
closure.
I couldn't get with that. I couldn't get with that, number one. And then I don't really do the fake body parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool on the basketball booty and all of that. So yeah, I wasn't feeling it from the beginning. She sued, but she not getting nothing ever.
Now, some people speculate that you're still not over your ex-fiance, Tiffany,
Yeah.
and that's kind of who you really want to be with.
I mean, if some people speculate everything. I mean, who are those people? Don't nobody know what Game want to do except Game. So I guess, just wait and see for those people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I follow you on Instagram. All I ever see is pictures of you in the studio with other people and saying the documentary too is a classic.
Yeah. You know what? It's a real good body of work, man. And I didn't start saying it was a classic till the powers that be. You know, I played it for the Diddys and the Sways and Dr. Dre's, and they were saying that. And once I got finished with the album and I listened all the way through, I thought it was a pretty good body of work, and that it could be called a classic.
Why is this one a classic as opposed to like your other projects?
It just got the music, man. It just you know when something is great musically, and that's just what it sounds like when you listen to it, man. And I mean, when you get it, if you do, I feel like you'll feel like it's a great hip hop album.
You did a documentary to go along with it?
You cut Envy off.
Oh. I think we started talking at the same time.
Radio consultant game.
Nah, I'm playing with. I like to hit Andrew with some little body shots. Nah, it's all good. What was you saying?
You asked about a documentary. Is it
to go along with it?
To go along with it.
Yeah. We had a little premiere last night. It was pretty cool, man. It's just basically the making of, from Cali to Miami and back, and in studio and out of studio, and so it's good, man. Everybody clapped at the end, so I figured it was pretty good.
What's your relationship like with Dre now, man? Because I figure like, why isn't this Game on Aftermath? Because it seemed like y'all together, y'all work.
That's what I was gonna ask. He might not want to be. He's independent.
I think, independent, man. It's a whole different thing, a whole different ball game than I got going with E1. I think I made more money with E1, and the album ain't even out than I probably did like the last few years in music. You know what I'm saying? As far as albums are concerned. But yeah, man, independent. That's me. Dre got Aftermath, but ain't really no artists on Aftermath. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dre got guys over there working, you know what I'm saying, and they completed the Compton album, which was dope, and they just doing that. But as far as like the old Aftermath when it was Game 50 and and all that, like, I think it's just settled.
You like that route better, where you got to push more, you got to work more, you got to spend more of your own money? You like that route better? I
mean, I like it because you get to make all the decisions, and then when the money come back, it's all you. And I mean, at this point, it ain't really that much more work because, I mean, the way the social media is set up and my fan base is set up, I mean, that money come right to your pocket.
All right. Now, you haven't had a rap beef in a minute either, man. Last
ain't nobody to beef with.
It seemed like you was doing it for the sport at one point.
Yeah, man.
You had to be for Dirk. But
Nah, I just was looking out for Tiger. He called me. I never even heard of Dirk before the phone call. And so I just went in on somebody I ain't know. But, I mean, it is what it is. But people really don't want to beef with me because, it get like, if it get real, then it's a problem.
I tell him you crazy all the time. I said, he's somebody that you don't want to mess with. He's a little crazy.
But you and Young Thug had a quick little back and forth.
You see, yeah, it was real quick.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, real quick. You know.
That was the quickest back and forth.
What happened with that?
I mean, it gets real.
Game's crazy.
And I went to Atlanta right after it started, and it got real.
So y'all saw each other? Or?
Nah, we never saw each other.
But what was that even over? It was Lil Wayne. It was you.
Yeah. All I said was that something about Wayne. I always got Wayne back. Wayne always.
Game stands up for everybody. If you're a friend of Game, it has nothing to do with Game. He will stand up for you in a minute.
Hey, even when you don't need me to, I'm just a good friend. Like Envy, back in the day, like I remember, like who was the dudes on the radio out here? Mm-hmm. I told him, I was like, dude, I'll break your jaw, dude. Like Envy is my dude. I still gonna break his jaw when I see him. I never seen him since then, but I got you.
Game stands up for everybody.
Because we was fathers. No, we was fathers at that time, and like we was really on our parents' stuff, and dude was talking, and Envy's baby girl and all of that, and
the principle of it, you didn't.
I ain't like it. And when I don't like stuff in hip hop, I address it.
Okay, Absolutely. So you didn't like Young Thug going at Wayne the way that he.
I don't like nobody going at Wayne. That's my homie.
Does it bother you, like, because you from the West Coast originated gangbanging, everybody knows that. Does it bother you when you see guys the South or even up north flagging?
Nah, people could do. You know what stopped bothering me? People doing whatever it is that they want to do, wherever they want to do it at. I mean, you can't tell nobody they can't do this where they from. You know what I'm saying? And I think a long time ago, Little Rock set that straight because we thought that banging was only a West Coast thing, and then we actually seen a Little Rock like documentary. And we felt like
I have not been to Little Rock since.
Yeah, and we felt like Little Rock was just going. It was going just as hard as L.A. So I mean, after that, if that's what you want to do, let's do you. But there's a lot of bullets, funerals, and mishaps attached to that. So you just got to be careful.
Is it hard dealing with these young rappers as an OG now?
No. Nah, they,
because they're disrespectful.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they'll be talking crazy to you with a dress on, and you don't know what to really make of that.
Yeah, I don't know about all. Yeah, these days, man, the fashion is definitely crazy, man. Sometimes I put on jeans and and just regular some sneakers and a crew neck, and I feel like I'm not appropriate. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I might. Do I need a leotard? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what it is these days, man. But that's their thing, man. I guess I guess that's Fashion Week in Paris or something.
Now, what happened with you and Chris Brown, peoples? We seen you like some pictures, and all of a sudden, we just seen you going crazy on Instagram.
Yeah, man. That ended too quickly. All that, got taken down because, once, we press, me and Wack, the way that we do it, everybody act like they didn't just do what they just did. But all I did was I saw some pictures of Karrueche that was cool. I just double tapped them, like I usually do things.
Like that's a feature. It is a feature on Instagram.
That's it, man. You just double tap some pics, man. Everybody took it all out of context, but
did you think that would make Chris Brown upset?
I didn't even care about how it make anybody feel. I just double tapped some pictures. I wasn't thinking about how anybody would feel. I was thinking about how I would feel, and I thought the pictures were amazing, so I double tapped them.
So what kind of conversations do you have with people? Are they about getting physical, or are they more so?
It's always
big homie, the little youngin.
I mean, there's always conversations that happen, before it gets to me. It's in LA especially, man, with the gang, the gang politics. There's always phone calls that got to be happening because people try to call people on me, and it never really works out for them. You know what I'm saying? They'll call Wack on me because he, running the power rules, or they'll call Big U and try to, but that don't work because that's my network. And so it ends up backfiring, and the apologies get displayed, and then we go back to life.
And then what happened with the car? Somebody ran him and threw stuff at your car?
Yeah, you have so many.
I'm like, what
goes on?
You know what, man?
A white boy just running.
White boy just jumped the gate. He just jumped the gate, broke the windows on the car. But he went to the neighbor's house and broke some windows. So it wasn't
he was
like
just crazy.
He was just.
Oh, it just wasn't you.
Nah, yeah, he was like a meth head or something, man.
Oh, okay.
But if you think about it, man, you kind of sign up for it. I could have just stayed in the hood selling weed and didn't have 5 cars. But when you elevate your life and, you move out the hood, you got like other things that can happen. So I don't be worrying about like materialistic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Somebody steal a chain or steal a watch or break a car window, like it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Just don't mess with Envy or like, you know what I'm saying, my kids, and we straight. Or Wayne.
The reality show, do you think people look at you different? Like, do they look at you like you're not still an artist, a dope rapper?
It's one of the highest rated shows on VH1. I was shooting for 2 weeks. I got paid $3 million. So look at me how you want to look. I'm going to be back on season 2, and we're going to do it again, and we're going to do it as long as we can.
So you didn't pick anybody that you stayed with?
Oh, nah. You got to wait and see.
Do you like the women that are aggressive, like they come and sit on your lap? And
Nah, I'm cool. I don't like all that. I like my space, and I like for a woman to be a woman and stay at a distance where I can see her and really appreciate her, and get close when it's time to get close, like when we watching Narcos on Netflix.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want no girl to get close to me if I was you, because you get sued for nothing. You get sued for sneezing.
It's the first. Like I never thought in my career I would get like sued for like a sexual thing, like or something like that. Because I ain't a bad looking guy. I never had a problem like with women or in that realm, so that caught me off guard. And she just a lame chick for that, because that was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they gotta sign stuff that keeps you protected for stuff like that?
She not gonna get no money, man, and she not gonna win. It was more of a publicity thing for her, man. And that chick, like, come to find out, she been in jail like 9 times. She got like 9 different mug shots. And
don't they vet these women before they come on the show and check out criminal history?
I guess they guess they missed something.
That probably made her put her on the show.
Like,
Probably so, man. I didn't pick those chicks. I just got on there and serviced my check.
Now, your ex, India Love, has her own show coming with her family and everything.
Yeah.
Did you feel that setup coming? Like, okay, because I feel like we know who she is because of you.
Yeah, you definitely made her hot. You did the Joe Budden.
You can say that about her, Amber Rose, or Karrueche, or whoever. People got to do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? And hey, take it and put your family on and have a good time, make some money, and keep it going.
Now, speaking
where did you find that one? Because that one looks amazing.
Sometimes
we all looked at her in this room.
Which one is that? That's the
India Love.
I can't remember.
She has her own show coming on BET with her family. She's 19 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they find me, man.
We were looking because the girls in here was like, look how young she is, and I'm like, look how she looks.
Yeah, everybody be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, they say, you know, Diddy too old for Cassie. At first it was Jay was too old for Beyonce. Like, if you over the age of 18 and you mature and you got, you know what I'm saying, and your body is crazier than a woman that's 35, like, so what, man?
Why you think you didn't get the flack that like Tiger got?
Because she was over 18.
Yeah, she wasn't 17.
She wasn't 17.
Yeah.
17 is legal in New York.
It's not legal
They're in
LA.
California.
Yeah, not 17. That's a little, you know, you just wait, man. Just wait.
Red shirter.
Yeah, wait till the 18th birthday or something.
Now, what do you think about the slut walk? Because we've been talking about it up here with Amber Rose.
What's that?
The slut walk? Angela, tell
What
them what
is
the
it?
slut walk is.
Well, the slut walk originated in Toronto.
No, tell them what the slut walk is. That
I'm
Amber
telling you
Rose
what it
doing.
is, but
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, it's the same thing as what originated in Toronto. It was in response to police officers telling these women that you should not dress in a certain way because that is part of what makes you, you know, men want to rape you and sexually assault you because of how women are dressed. So they started this whole movement called the slut walk, and it's been in other countries and other cities where women are marching in protest of being able to take control of their body and dress how they want to dress and not be objectified by men based on that. So Amber Rose is doing a slut walk, but I think some people don't understand where it originated from and the true definition of it. They're just looking at it as
Sounds crazy.
Do sluts got to walk though? Sluts is walking around every day. It's a slut movement going on downstairs. Like, sluts is walking.
Absolutely.
You and Amber Rose had a little back and forth too. I don't know how you have time to see what people say on Instagram all the time. I'd be like, how did the game
You know what? It's
She
like
said you was victim blaming.
You're always on comment creeping on Baller Alert.
yeah,
Always going
I
in
think
on
Baller Alert
people.
love me. It's all good because they know that I don't got a filter. With Amber Rose though, on the account of, you know, Wiz being a cool dude, I didn't really go in how I wanted to. And, you know, that's somebody's mother, so I kept it cool. And plus Amber Rose, you know, I always thought she was pretty cool, so I let it fly.
Mm-hmm. Right. How do you have time to see all these comments though? I'm like, why does Game respond to
Because
some
I
of these
keep
people?
my phone close like you do.
I don't respond to people though, because I feel like they kind of want that. Don't you feel like people
Yeah.
bait you now? Like, I know he's
mean-
going to respond. I'm going to try to get him to say something.
And I'm going to say it. So, I mean, go ahead.
Don't you think Amber was kind of compromising your case though? 'Cause she ain't know the whole facts of the situation.
Nah,
Just
she
to say
didn't
you
know.
victim
She was
blaming.
just talking, but then sometimes I do that. So I just understood what it was. Sometimes I don't know, like we talked about earlier with the Dirk and Tiger. I didn't know what they was beefing about. I just jumped in. So, I mean, from that perspective, I kind of understood how she could, you know, jump
I think
in
she was
something.
generally speaking that
She was
women
trying
are
to speak
scared.
on women, and she was just defending women. I don't think she was just
Right.
really going in for homegirl like that. And so, you know, it was light.
Now about the Dirk thing, were you shocked when I think he approached you somewhere, right?
Nah, he was in
L.A.
L.A. Everybody got that backwards, man. He was in L.A. at a Rick Ross party, and we found him. We went to him, and I saw Dirk, and he was a little guy, man. And
I like Lil Durk.
yeah, and he was cool, man. So it just went away, man.
Word.
Yeah, and most of the times, like, you know, when I see dudes in real life, physically, you know, it's just not.
Game is 6'3", 6'4".
It's
man.
unmatched, man.
You're not gonna push him around.
Now, how do you feel about the West Coast resurgence?
I feel like I've been here. I'm on my 7th album. I feel like I don't like when people say resurgence, like the West Coast and went somewhere. I mean, you know, Snoop Dogg is one of the biggest icons. Dre then put out headphones that, I mean, we wearing all around the studio, and he's from the West Coast. And
They're both
so
on your album.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, resurgence, like, when did the West Coast die? I hate when people, you know, say that, and not to, you know, I don't like that, man, because it's like we here.
I feel like people was waiting for like new blood though, because like it was
Yeah.
you, then it wasn't nobody for a while, then you had like Nipsey and Kendrick. Now you see the whole TDE.
Yeah,
movement.
nah, they all doing their thing, man, and it's just all love, you know, with me. And I'm not the, you know, the OG that's looking like for they, you know, respect me or nothing like that. Do your thing, man. That's what that's what happened for me, you know, as far as, you know, Snoop and Dre and the whole, you know, Death Row and Pac and all that. They just opened the door, and then I played my position, and then after that somebody comes in. It's just like the evolution of you know, Jordan, the Kobe and LeBron and the Steph Currys and on and on. I mean, you know, you can't get mad because the new dudes is coming on and they doing their thing. You had your time.
What'd you think about the movie Straight Outta Compton?
Straight Outta Compton was dope. You know what I'm saying? I thought that it was a real dope depiction of what Compton was at that time, and real true to the story. But then you had Dre and Cube who were right in it. It ain't like somebody went and made a movie about them and, you know, messed up the story. You had dudes that was in it,
Right.
that, you know, produced and directed and did all of that with F. Gary Gray. So, Straight Outta Compton was dope.
Was it accurate as far as you know?
Far as I know, it was pretty accurate.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the Death Row movie they're supposed to be working on now?
I'm looking forward to any movie that, you know, that is a good movie. It don't matter. Death Row, Straight Outta Compton, be straight out the Bronx. I don't matter. I like popcorn and sitting there with a little, you know, something and
Did you see a movie about the game coming?
A movie about me, my life is pretty interesting. I think that one day that might be cool. I think that as far as hip hop is concerned, from the streets to music to family to everything, that I got one of the most interesting stories. So maybe one day. What's your relationship with Drake? Because you see he's on your second single, and you joke about beef with Dre, get him a bulletproof vest, and you got him. But when he got into the problems with Diddy or even with Meek, did you have a conversation with him, or did you try to jump into that one? You know what, man? I stayed out of the Meek and Drake thing. I just let that transpire because Meek was that's the homie, and Drizzy that's definitely the homie, and he lived a few houses down. Diddy came to me and was like, in the studio joking and was like, "Hey, why you always looking out for everybody? And, I heard the thing about you got the vest." And I'm like, Diddy, man, Drake is a good dude, man. And then Diddy, I seen Diddy, I think, was it on here? Talking about Drake was his favorite rapper. And, so I'm saying, man, Diddy is cool. It's like my big brother. Then Diddy called me one night, screaming on me. And so, about some other stuff. But, yeah, man, Diddy a good dude, man. Did you grade the rap beef between Drake and me? That was a really good rap beef. I liked it. Like, everybody liked it. I think that it was a rap beef that didn't go street or hood, or it was played out without any violence, and I think that that's dope because that goes back to, back in the day, saying, with KRS and, the Busy Bees and all of that. Like, so I think it was dope. It was good for hip hop. Can Meek recover, though? Because somebody said to me the other day, my homeboy DJ Frosty said he's never seen a rap beef where somebody lost so decisively and kept going. I think Meek, I just seen some pictures this morning on Baller Alert, Meek and Nicki and GQ. I thought that was, you just gotta if you take an L, and I'm not saying Drake took an L or Meek took an L, I'm saying if you take an L in a rap beef, man, just keep doing you, and act like it never happened, and then
put out some great songs,
put out some dope music, and do whatever. But I mean, I think Meek is Meek. His town support him. He got Nicki, and they one of them little power couples. So do your thing, man. You ever felt pressure to do that? Go get you a celebrity chick to? I don't wife him. I just.
You
smash
just
keep it moving.
celebrity.
I mean, without saying names, the younger game, like 3 days ago, would have blasted everybody. But I mean, I think that I just don't wife them, man. And I mean, it's dudes walking around here with with wives and power couples that gained and smashed out, and what I'm saying, and left before the sun came up. But that's just me. Now when the G-Unit reunion happened, was there a part of you that was like, now that's dope, I would like to be a part of that? Nah, no part of me said that. But I thought it was dope for Young Buck because he was at a point in his career where he needed like something to happen, and that's my homie. And so when I saw it, I thought it was dope, man. I thought it was dope that 50 gave him another opportunity to put some money in his pocket, man, and and that was it. Would you have accepted the phone call if you? With me, man, it got to be about some money. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole team and family and stuff to continue to take care of. So it wouldn't be about my personal feelings or nothing. I don't have no personal feelings at 10 years later about 50 or that whole nothing. I don't care. I don't care either way about it. So if it's about some money, we could do it. Have y'all spoke to 50? Have you seen him or spoke to him at all? In 10 years? I seen him one time in the SLS hotel, and I think that I was by myself, and he was with a bunch of security. Not saying that nothing about that, but I'm saying that I seen him. He must have thought that I was with people or they was in the cut because they kind of moved out the way and got ghost quickly, and that's the last time I seen him. So it's never been a conversation. No. Nah. I'm a different type of dude. I don't think it'll ever be a conversation. It's like 50 know one thing about me. It's like Game might feel this way one day, and then the next day you might wake up and be tripping. So I think that'll keep that from happening. Do you think that you have to have a physical altercation to feel better about situations again? I do. I feel like I wish. I wish that. I mean, I'm just being honest, man. I wish that every time like I have there's a dispute that I could just fight. You know what I'm saying? And after that, it could be over. You know what I'm saying? That's a good way to just release tension. I need to figure out how to channel it through something else, though.
It seems like
go ahead, you.
I was going to say, it seems like you don't hold personal grudges against people. Like you say, it's about finances. And if there's some money involved and you can make some money, you kind of, I'm
good. I mean, since the beginning, I've just been out here trying to take care of my family, and whatever I got to do, outside of, some lame stuff, I'm going to pretty much get it cracking. Because all I ever hear about with Game is like my homies in LA be like, Game would be just playing basketball with somebody, and then you'll just swing on the person. Yeah, I mean it happens. There's other stuff that happens, man. Like I be chilling. I don't wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, and feel like, yo, where the fight? You know, where the fight at?
Like I missed a free throw, I'm gonna beat you up.
I got a problem with walking away after being tried. So, and I don't know why I'm always after 10, 12 years of proving myself, why I'm the dude people want to try. I think at this point it got to be like some type of money ploy or something like that. Like people want to sue me civilly, but again, I'm never giving nobody no money. I swear I spend it all in a day.
So you've never lost one of these lawsuits?
I lost all of them. I'm not giving nobody no money. I mean, cool.
Don't the IRS freeze your accounts or something?
Freeze it. I'm gonna put it all in Envy name. Freeze it.
How do you avoid that though?
I don't know, but I'm not giving anybody no money. So if you sue Game and you're not getting any bread,
all right,
it's not happening. I can't part with my cheese, man. I'm working hard out here.
Well, you do give money to a good cause. You have the Robin Hood Project.
Yeah.
Well, you give out a lot of money.
$1,000 a person you gave away
Even
for 25 days.
You've been giving out a lot of money doing that. Is that your money or is that somebody's?
It's just money out my pocket. You know what I feel like, man? And I always equate the rap game to drug dealing. I used to like really chop crack and like package it up and put it in the Cutlass with my older brother. And we would drive from Compton all the way to Yazoo, Mississippi and unload it. And my profit after we would slang a brick for like $15,500, like that's $15,500 for people that never sold drugs. After that, my profit would be like $2,500. So when I start getting like $20,000 for walkthroughs and all of that, I be feeling like this money is coming so easy. I should just part with some of it and give back to people that need it. And so I just always felt like that. I felt like from the beginning of my career, I set out to all I ever wanted was a Benz, apartment, so and like some internet so I can play Madden. So everything after that was just a plus, man. So I don't mind giving people money.
And who do you give the money to? If people want money, because
random.
people be hitting you and they want money.
They random, just random. I
people.
just pick somebody, man, and pull up at their crib and just break them off and keep it moving.
I mean, so you have Lala out there doing it?
Yeah, I had to, because it got real biased in L.A., so I had to like call up some homies. I had Tip in Atlanta and Lala out here, and then, we've been making some personal stops, so just trying to spread the love.
Can I borrow $100?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's for people that need it. It's for people that need it.
Let me get one of them bottles of champagne Drake sent, and then we call it even.
Have you spoke to Jimmy Henchman? Because he was very instrumental in your career.
Nah, you know what? I haven't talked to Jimmy. I speak to Lil Jimmy a lot, and just so you know, like Jimmy Henchman, I got like the utmost love and respect for Jimmy, and I think that he caught a real raw deal. But that was one of the most realest dudes that I ever met, and I'm just I got a lot of love for Jimmy, man.
All right.
Now let's talk about the documentary too. Now, what was the mind frame when you did this? Of course, you got Kendrick, Kanye, Drake, Snoop, Cube, Diddy, Future. What was the mind frame?
I want to hear it.
Yeah, the mind frame going into the documentary too. When I first told Dre I was gonna call it that, he was like, "You ready for that?" And I was like, I think so. And I just kind of accepted the challenge because the first album was really a good album. Not my favorite album, but it was a really good album. And
you said it wasn't your favorite album?
Nah.
Really?
My second album.
The second one was hard. I tell people that all the time. The Doctor's Advocate.
Doctor's Advocate is better than the documentary. Yeah, but the Doctor's Advocate was better than the documentary. Number one, I recorded the whole album in New York City. I didn't have no backing from Dre or the label or nothing. They didn't want to put it out until I dropped One Blood. I dropped One Blood and it took over out here, and then Jimmy Iovine, the whole label jumped back on Wee, and then we put out the album, and it sold what it sold too. But I feel like that's my best album.
Doctor's Advocate was hard.
Yeah, man. But yeah, the mind state of this album was just to get it to a level where it could compete with the older albums, and people would be like, yeah, this is the game that we need. And once I did that, it was like I felt good about it, and I felt good enough to play it for Dre, because Dre is a thumbs up, thumbs down. As soon as he heard 3 tracks, he'll be like, you need to go back and start over. And the faces that he was making when I was watching him listen to the music were faces that I seen him making when we like did Get Rich or Die Trying, and when we did the documentary and like those early Aftermath albums. And so I already knew at that point that I had something special.
Do expectations scare you? Because we live in an era of no expectations. People will just drop an album.
Yeah.
But when you got people out there saying it's already a classic, yada yada yada.
I don't really, I never really cared about like too much about people and what they got to say if it's negative. You know what I'm saying? If you got something positive to say, then I'll key in. If you got something negative to say, and I look at it and then it's just whatever, because you got to understand where it's coming from. Like, it's coming from these people with 11 followers and block pages, and or a fat chick hating on a skinny chick because she mad because she at a desk somewhere in Iowa and ain't cute. Like, man, social media's got got the game all mixed up. But you still got to play your part.
One thing we see on social media all the time, whenever people get into it with you, they always say something about you in the mall, and you got into a fight with some dude.
Yeah.
And they say he got the best of you in the mall.
I don't know nothing about that fight. The dude, you know what's crazy is this like the fight in the mall, it never happened. I seen these dudes in the mall. I was with my kid. They said something, I said something, and I went my separate ways. And then after that, everybody saying gang got beat up in the mall and all
knocked
that.
unconscious and all kind of crazy.
Yeah, and that dude is dead, by the way.
Thanks.
So, it is what it is, man. Whatever, man.
All right, moving on. Documentary 2.
Yeah, I didn't know you died.
October 9th.
Yeah.
October 9th.
That's what you do interviews for.
Yeah.
He got killed 40 days later?
I'm saying.
Wow.
Is it difficult when people approach you and you're with your kids, even just as
If
fans?
you approach me with my kids, then 40 days.
All right, documentary 2. What's the date? October 9th. Make sure you go get it.
Oh, so
Kanye,
it's October 9th,
Kendrick,
is it? Okay.
Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
Drake, Q-Tip, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Diddy, and Future. And we appreciate you for joining us always, gang.
Yeah, it's all good, man. I thought y'all was going to ask me about the Farrakhan thing, but...
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you when she was talking about, did you hear the comments Farrakhan made earlier?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think about that?
Yeah, no comment.
No
I think y'all covered
to
it.
meet him too,
I think
though.
y'all. You know what? I like the Cali dude that called in. You know what I'm saying? Off subject and
Yeah,
just
nothing to
went
do with
in.
anything.
Like I was like, yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, but it's always love, man. Breakfast Club. It's like when they tell me I'm coming to the Breakfast Club, I always get excited because I watch y'all. When I'm getting my hair cut in the barbershops in Cali, they really in like LA, like people watch the Breakfast Club for like news and really be tuned in, man. So I seen all of y'all come up. We all came up together. So it's always love when I come through.
But you met the minister though. You in support of 10, 10, 15.
I chill with him. My hand was shaking. It's like Minister Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying? So I waited for hours. You know what I'm saying? I felt like a little kid. It's like only a few people that I would like sit there and wait and and really anticipate meeting. And Farrakhan was one of them. Oprah's another one. Michael Jordan. The late great Michael Jackson. Those are people that are iconic to me, man. Prince. I met Prince. Prince came in. I was in a meeting real quick before I go. I was in a meeting in Universal, dude. Prince came in. Everybody froze up. He came in, was just like, yeah, I can't, I don't know. I can't get on this game record because it's too much cussing. And he walked out. I never seen Prince again in life.
You was trying to get him on the record?
Yeah, he was going to get on it, but I think I said too many.
Oh, you couldn't have been like, I'll take the curses out for Prince?
He wasn't there long enough for me to. I was going to say that. I was going to say that next. He was in. He came in purple. He left. And one thing I do remember is that he had the best hairstyle ever. He did.
What record was it?
I don't. There was some record on the Doctor's Advocate, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. Prince.
Damn it.
Yeah, Prince got the best hair ever.
At least he came.
That's what I noticed, man. He came in.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. He was there. He came in. He didn't look at nobody. He was like, "Yeah, I listened to the game record. I think it's amazing. I can't get on it, man. It's too many curses. I gotta go."
Wow.
That was Prince, man. And I thought that was dope. I felt like he was on the record. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
He heard it.
yeah, shout out to Prince, man.
Are you going 10, 10, 15?
To the march?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna get down there and hold it down for just for the people, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's the Breakfast Club. It's the game.